and welcome back to Behind the Cues, the podcast where we delve into the magical mysteries of backstage. I'm Tom, your host, and on today's episode, we're talking all about quick changes. Have you ever watched a show, and wondered how on earth a costume change just happened on stage? Because, same. Today, we're diving into a few of my absolute favorites. So, as a disclaimer, I should probably say from here on out, I think I'm going to start typing up these podcasts into a script. So, if I sound like a robot, mind your business. No, I'm joking. It's just easier for me to sort of read off something than thinking about it in my head and coming up with all these ums and ahs. I do apologize if I sound like a robot. And I will try my best to keep it sort of in my own voice and not be so monotone. But yeah. Now, I know this is a podcast, so I can't exactly give you the visuals, but I'm going to try my best to paint the picture and break it down to what's actually going on stage. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, my first one, and starting off with, honestly, my absolute favorite is Frozen, the musical. As you probably know, Elsa's costume change is one of the quickest and genuinely most magical on-stage quick changes I've ever seen. I was lucky enough to go see the show at Drury Lane a couple of months before it closed for good. And in terms of pure stage magic, is still the best show I've ever seen. During the show's biggest number, Let It Go, just before the interval, we see Elsa trembling alone on the North Mountain. She sheds one glove, which blissfully floats off stage as if it's been caught in a gust of wind, followed by her other glove and her cloak, which simply lifts and disappears into the air. And I just remember there, sitting thinking the only possible explanation had to be some kind of incredibly strong, invisible fishing wire, being pulled from off stage. But the chef's kiss, the pièce de résistance, I always mess this word up. The pièce de résistance is the 2-second quick change from the coronation dress to the ice dress. I had goosebumps the first time I saw it live, and genuinely I've never got over it. The official way that it's achieved is that there's a trapdoor center stage that flips open with a stagehand or dresser waiting underneath. At the big note, they grab the handle beneath the coronation dress as Elsa steps forward, releasing the magnets down the center of the costume, and the coronation dress just drops away and the ice dress falls into place from underneath. And the transition is completely seamless. And I know, you've probably seen them all over, the internet, of this going wrong. And I dread to be the person who is responsible for that going wrong. As you know, I want to work in costume, so I need to nail how to do quick changes. Yeah. But, of course, it's all smoke and mirrors until you know exactly what's going on. The next of my favourite West End quick changes is Heather Duke in Heathers, because it's deceptively simple and completely character-driven. It's not a massive transformation or a flashy reveal. It's just fast, like a clean swap. Outer layers off, green elements done so quickly that the audience barely registers the mechanics. What you do register is the shift in status. From a technical point of view, it's all about smart rigging, snap facetings, preset accessories like the scrunchie, and usually a dresser assisting just out of sight from the view of the audience. Because, we've always got to be there. We can't just rely on actors all the time. We've got to sort of overview and, just lurk in the shadows, as we always do. So, if you've not seen it, the show is about three sort of bullies that bully this one girl, and then she tries getting her own back. And basically, one of the Heathers gets poisoned or commits suicide or whatever, or that's what we're led to believe. And then there's these two Heathers who are left, and then the green one, Heather Duke, decides to take a stand and become the main red Heather. So basically, the red costume comes off, and the green costume comes off, sorry, and the red just appears, and suddenly Duke isn't in the background anymore. There's just, yeah, it sort of just tears away down the center, actors pulling from either side, so it just looks like they've just ripped this whole costume into a new one. Like, amazing. And what makes it work is like the costume change like mirrors her power suddenly. So she is the quieter Heather, to be fair. And then suddenly she's not the quiet one anymore. It sort of lets the character take up space. And it's a great example of a quick change that isn't about spectacle. It's just about timing. So, anyone who has seen the old recording knows what I mean. At the very start of Legally Blonde, there's this wild quick change. And I'm not talking about Elle's transformation into the engagement dress, but that other girl who slides down the firefighter pole and suddenly transforms from a dressing gown and a face mask into a full sorority costume. Honestly, I've thought about this a lot and I still don't fully know how they've done it. The only way I can even conceptualize is maybe there was two different performers. So let's call the one we see in the dressing gown Fran and the other sorority costume Lola. Fran shouts, "Hey guys, wait for me," before sliding down the pole. But what if it's not really Fran going down the pole? What if it's Lola, cleverly hidden behind the set, taking the pole and performing the quick change in plain sight? Here's the thing. It's never officially been revealed, and I need to know, like, right now. The secrecy is part of the magic, I guess. But to make it even more mysterious, they've since cut this section from the show entirely. So any revamps have completely removed the set piece with the windows. So unless you've seen the original recording, this little stunt is basically lost to history at the moment. It's such a cool little switcheroo, and the audience never really notices from where they sit in. It looks like one girl is transforming mid-slide, pure magic, stagecraft, and a classic West End illusion. So my next one, and although this isn't a stage musical or a play, I just feel like it definitely belongs on the list. Drag Race, Season 7, Violet Chachki. This garment has baffled me for years, since 2015 in fact, and I remember watching it and being absolutely amazed by the perfection of the moment. Basically, Violet starts in this stunning black sequin jumpsuit, and with just the sleight of hand, she undoes the belt, gives a little spin, and suddenly she's in this beautiful tartan caped jumpsuit. The transition happens so fast and cleanly that you generally don't see it come in, and the ingenuity was just outstanding. It's top class entertainment, pure showmanship, and honestly, one of those reveals that just leave you sitting there thinking, wait, did that just happen? I think it was the first time a reveal, as the girls affectionately call it, that actually felt seamless. You just didn't see a costume change. You saw a full transformation unfold in real time, and it caught everyone completely off guard. According to Vogue, the outfit was designed as a 2-in-1 garment with careful construction and clever lining. When Violet adjusted the belt and spun, the tartan underlayer was revealed instantly, creating that jaw-dropping transformation. Violet herself has talked about how the design was meant to be smart, subtle, and almost invisible in its execution, which is exactly what makes it so magical. But even knowing how it was done, it still floors me every time I think about it. The combination of design, performance, and timing just makes it unforgettable, and a perfect example of how a quick change can feel like true magic. Okay, so the next one. You know that moment in a show where someone spins and suddenly they're a completely different person? No blackout, no smoke, no awkward shuffle behind a curtain. Just spin and new outfit. That's not a Vegas trick. That's Wu opera. Wu opera is a traditional Chinese opera from the Jiangnan region of China, and it features what are quite possibly the fastest full costume changes I've ever seen on stage. And I don't say that lightly. They surpass Elsa's famous quick change, and that's saying something. Outfit changed, mask changed, cape changed. All of it gone and replaced in what feels like literal nanoseconds. It looks so magical, your brain just goes, yep, sure, that works, and moves on. So, how is it done? I hear you ask. Well, great question, because I had absolutely no idea either. But after a quick research, this is what I found. In Wu opera, quick changes aren't there just a flex, they actually mean something. They signal that something important has shifted, a character changes status or identity, or even species. For example, human to spirit, civilian to warrior. The costume change is the plot twist. No explanation needed. You see the outfit change, and your brain instantly understands this is a different person now. So, how does it work? Firstly, layers. So many layers. Performers wear multiple thin, lightweight costumes underneath the outer robe. Masks, too, are stacked on top of one another, and a headpiece is placed on top of the mechanicals of it all. So, with the tiniest lift or a spin, the next mask pings up into the headpiece, instantly giving the illusion of a new face. There's also some clever engineering hidden in the costume. Elastic loops and tiny magnets to help the outer layers release smoothly. Pull a cord, flick of a wrist, and the robe or cape just gets sucked up into the other costumes without a snag or a pause. Underneath, a full stage ready costume that has been there the whole time just waiting for its moment. Secondly, movement hides everything. The change never happens while the performer is standing still. It's sort of worked into a spin, a kneel, a dramatic sleeve flourish, or a half a second turn away from the audience. You think that you're watching expressive choreography, but you're actually watching a highly rehearsed costume escape plan. And those long flowing sleeves, I hear you ask? Absolute accomplices. They hide hands pulling cords, mask layers pinging up, and create just enough motion blur to distract your eyes. A single sleeve toss can cover the entire change, which honestly feels illegal. Sometimes there's help, a servant character or a stagehand dressed in black, but traditionally Wu opera values solo quick changes. Doing it alone, perfectly timed, on beat, that's a flex. As I said, headpieces flip, beards detach, hats hide their changes. Full makeup swaps would take too long, so these smaller visual changes do the job, and your brain just fills the rest. And here's why Wu opera quick changes feel different from modern quick changes. They don't stop for applause. The story keeps moving. The character keeps living. You're not meant to think, how did they do that? You're meant to think, well, obviously they changed. Look at them. That's not a trick. That's bloody mastery. Okay, so let's have a little pause break for a second and just like discuss what we have so far before I move on to my last and final one. So, quick changes have been around since the dawn of theatre, honestly, and I just I feel like every show needs a quick change moment because it adds magic and just a simple like change of a costume in a matter of seconds just leaves audience members feeling a bit shocked, and I just love it when I see that on stage and I'm not expecting it and suddenly they've changed their whole outfit. I'm like, wow, mind blown, honestly. Okay, so let's just move on to my last one because this one's quite a bit lengthy because I've always been interested in it, and this is sort of what got me into the love of quick changes, and that is magician quick changes. Oh my god, magician quick changes. These things are insane. Some of the most extravagant jaw-dropping transformations happen with the simplest props. A hula hoop with a bit of fabric over the head, suddenly, bam, whole new outfit. A confetti-filled umbrella, pull it open, glitter everywhere, and someone's wearing something completely different. Like they just got teleported from a fairy tale, and the audience just loses their minds because apparently half of the magic is just making people scream. But here's the thing. Unless you're a magician who has personally signed a very hush-hush top secret contract with the Eye, yes, like in Now You See Me, and yes, I totally just referenced that because it's just perfect. You probably aren't allowed to know how this actually works. Somewhere, some mysterious higher up is taking notes, measuring your timing, and watching to see if you try it in your apartment. And I guarantee they do not approve of my experiments with hula hoops. Still, I have questions. Big, burning, will not sleep tonight questions. If you are a magician who knows these secrets, please, please tell me. I just want to know if I can make it a like tearaway outfit like the ones on Britain's Got Talent or America's Got Talent, and you know the kind suddenly it appears perfectly fitted, perfectly styled as if it was sewn by elves in a glitter factory while unicorns cheered them on. That's all I want. That's it. No more, no less. And can you imagine being the person who pulls this off on stage? You're standing there, hula hoop in hand, confetti umbrella at the ready, sweat on your brow, and in half a second, the audience just loses its collective mind. All you did was lift a hoop or flick an umbrella, and somehow you've just changed an entire human's wardrobe. It's ridiculous. It's beautiful, it's chaos, and the most elegant way possible. Seriously, magician quick changes are the perfect combination of skill, timing, and don't blink or you'll miss it. I will never ever understand how someone can change an entire outfit faster than I can tie my shoelaces. And trust me, I'm not slow at tying shoelaces. Honestly, if I could spend every day experimenting with hula hoops, umbrellas, even pizza boxes, anything to try and create my own magician style quick change. Bonus points if confetti is involved, obviously. But at the end of the day, it's not magic, it's art, it's performance, and it's the most satisfying middle finger to physics I've ever seen. So that is a wrap on my quick change roundup. But now I want to hear from you. What are some of your favorite quick changes you've seen, or maybe even pulled off yourself? Hit me up on Instagram or TikTok at Tom Does Theatre. Seriously, I need to know if anyone else is sprinting across the stage in a tutu while yelling, "Quick change complete," into a headset. You've been listening to Behind the Cues, the podcast where we peek behind the curtain at all the magic, the chaos, and the absolute mayhem of theatre life. Speaking of chaos, trust me, I've shouted quick change complete more times than I can count, all while running full tilt into my next costume queue. It's exhausting. It really is exhausting. It's thrilling, and yes, it's sometimes terrifying, but hey, that's theatre for you. Anyway, that's me, Tom, disappearing like a magician in the wings. Thanks for listening, and remember, blink and you'll miss it. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.